Part of our mission was route security on Route Caprice. Was the name of the main supply road, I guess you'd call it, that we would overwatch. I think others might have better memory on what occurred the day before and leading up to all these things, but at that specific time, we were in our truck, like we always were. I was up in the gun turret. Travis was in what's called the TC seat in the front right side of the truck commander. We had our driver, and then we also had our platoon medic with us. We received a call on the radio from one of our other trucks in our platoon that was a few hundred yards down the road. They had told us that there were 4 suspicious looking men on the road. They were in a place they're not supposed to be, trying to cross in a place where they're not supposed to cross. So we fired up the truck, we sped down there. As we approached, I was up in the gun turret giving verbal commands. At this point there were 2 men. I'm assuming the other 2. You have to paint a picture, you have this road. We were in a very rural area. On both sides of the road you have canals that run, and you have 10 to 12 foot reeds on both sides, so visibility is not very good. As we approach, there's a mosque to the right, and that's where there's a driveway that comes in. You have some houses, almost like a small village to the left. So we pull up. The men are kind of at this opening, this driveway. I'm yelling at them, trying to get them to comply. They have this very glassy look in their eyes. They were very fidgety. So I charged the 50 cal. We had a 50 cal machine gun. I charged it and pointed at them, kind of to, give the message of stop moving, don't plan anything. At this point, Travis exited the vehicle. He started giving verbal commands to the men. Also, our medic had exited right after Travis to help separate the 2. Our driver was also getting ready to exit at that point. Travis was dealing with one of the men while our medic started to move the other man to separate the 2, and that's when I had switched to my M4 just to provide better cover. Travis, to be honest, I was more focused on our medic because he's not an infantryman. It's not his job. Travis knew what he was doing, so I was trying to cover both men as best I could, and I start to notice Travis begin hand-to-hand combat with this man. You could tell it was almost compared to like wrestling when you hand fight and trying to get control of the man, and all of a sudden I see Travis wrap the guy up, and he lifted him up and he slams him to the ground. And the thing that became confusing is once they hit the ground, the way Travis began positioning his body, it just wasn't, it seemed strange to me. I didn't know what was going on. And he kind of began to position himself between, while still, mind you, holding this guy down, he positions himself more towards us. And mind you, our medic is feet away, I'm feet away up in the gun turret. And that's when the detonation happened.